You may, if you watch videos from this channel, our farm, Alpacas de Gredos, realize that this is Carmen's pasture. We started cleaning this abandoned pasture, almost a year ago? And it's kind of done, 80%. Now it's there's a couple of more piles to burn. Now it's raking time, like I'm doing in the other pastures. And why do we rake? Well, I like it. And two, these pastures are going wild. They're going to forest. And so the grasses have been replaced by moss. Let me see if I can show you what I mean. Here, for instance, I've raked up some of this, but there's moss through here. There we go. Moss. It's beautiful, but like the leaves, it suffocates any potential grass growth or wild natural plants that the alpacas might eat. Here, you can see this whole area. It looked green until I started raking, and there you go. It's moss. So I've been reading up on moss. It's beautiful on the rocks, eh? There's the old entrance to this pasture. And I've been reading up on it, and I'm not quite sure what happens. I have it in the upper pastures as well, but it's a very different ground or earth or tierra in the upper pastures. It's dry and rocky and very poor soil, whereas this is pretty rich soil for this area. So even the best soil here is not great, but this is pretty what would we say? I don't know the word. I don't know. Pretty what? It's a terrible word. Pretty. It's it has enough nutrients in it to grow some grass, and not just the grass that grows in poor soil. Anyhow, I'll have to watch the vocabulary for words like pretty. Usually something more accurate is hiding behind such a word. But you know, we're just having a conversation here, not writing an essay. So anyway, this is Carmen's pasture. Similar to, one more thing before I go. Similar to the little ones that you've been watching, perhaps, training them to use the barn, we've had to train the three adult boys, to come here. We've been pretty successful. They don't spend a lot of time here. It's not a place they hang out. I can tell they've been here because the grass, certain grasses are eaten down, and there's usually some alpaca beans or caca or poop, whichever you prefer. And here we are. Here's their poop pile. Anyway, there's still some cleaning to do. The next pasture I've already started is that one on the other side of this stone wall. Boy, what a lot of work that's going to be. But I'm already started. I spent a couple of hours in there with a chainsaw, mostly moving fallen dead trees and creating a fence and taking out anyway, my neighbor's horses that sort of roam free here in this side of the mountain have consider this pasture we're going to clean up as one of theirs. So I have to build the fences not just to keep the alpacas in and the wild boar out, but also the horses out. So I started doing that. You can't really see, it's over in this corner here behind all these trees. There's a giant fallen oak tree that I have to clean up. That's going to take me just a couple of days by itself. Anyway, that's what's happening on our farm. Carmen's pasture. Next, Petra's pasture on the other side of these oak trees and elm trees, and wild plum trees are scattered in there as well. Okay, adios.